Hello and a warm welcome to all the dear students. In this module, I am going to welcome you to learn Maths 1, that is algebra, and I am going to start with the topic financial planning. Okay? This is a really wonderful topic, wonderful syllabus. In this syllabus they have taken this topic explanation of this basic explanation, but the government has taken this initiative to have this in our syllabus. So we all are very lucky. No other board has got financial planning. So what we are following in our state we should know, and we are really thankful this topic has been introduced in our syllabus. Okay, so actually, to tell you the truth, financial planning, this whatever tax system and all those things, no, this was started in France in 1954. Okay, and when did it started in our India? Somewhere around 2017. So you can guess how much behind we all are than other countries. Okay, so they felt the need so early, that is in 1954, and they began with this in the France first initially. Okay, and we all are very lucky that at least whenever they started in our state, in our country, we have this as a part of our syllabus in our curriculum to learn it. So we all are very lucky that they have included this in our syllabus. And right now at present, GST, that is goods and service tax, is in practice. Okay, so if someone asks you that what type of a tax is practiced in our country, you can proudly say that yes, we are following GST, that is goods and service tax. Okay, so what is it all about? Let us discuss. Now see, on the screen you all can see very well that there were these kinds of different kinds of taxes which were applied before GST. Okay, some of the taxes you must be knowing, some of them you might not know it, but these are also very less ones. I have not included all because just some general ones and some that are included in your textbooks I have taken it. Okay, so let us see what is it. If I can just clear it off to you all. See, can you see this excise duty? Excise duty is what? Excise duty tax was the tax which was applied on say bidi, cigars, PVC pipes and all such kinds of things. Okay, so that kind of a tax was called as excise tax. Then service tax. Now what is service tax? Service tax is the tax which was given against the services that you provide. Like for example, doctors. Okay, so they had to pay tax. For other reasons you can take even teachers. Okay, so they were providing their services and the tax was paid. Now custom duty tax was the tax, like for example, if you import certain things from out of India or out of your country, then you have to pay custom duty. You must have seen this or heard this in the movies or something, somewhere at the airport if you have visited. So there you must have heard it. Or if not, then nowadays you can see that many people are fond of buying things online. Okay, like for example, Flipkart is there, Amazon and whatnot kinds of sites are there. Okay, so if your purchase, online purchase, is within the country, then you don't have to pay custom duty. But if you are ordering for certain products which are outside the country, then you have to pay the custom duty. This was previously, okay, done. Now central surcharge and cess, this was in your syllabus last year. If you have forgotten, you can just go back and cross check it. Some educational and all those things are there in this. So I think this is clear to you. Then even VAT must be clear to you, value added tax. Okay, this also you have learnt it. Now what is entertainment tax? You all know entertainment tax. You all go for watching movies and all, then you have to pay entertainment tax. Okay, then this thing, even if you have the Tata Sky, Dish TV and all those things, that also includes this tax. Okay, then luxury taxes, like for example, if you are taking some special facilities for yourself in the hotels or in the plane when you all are traveling. You all are traveling by a personalized plane and all such things, then you have to pay luxury tax. Octroi, everyone knows, you must have heard this toll, na? Toll naka, what we say. Okay, there you have to pay if you all are carrying certain things and all those things. So, octroi is one kind of a tax that you had to pay. Then CST, CVD and SAD, these are all kinds of taxes. You all can say CST is that interstate tax or something like that. Then counter viewing added, then special added tax and all such. These are different taxes you all had it. Somewhere you buy a property, then stamp duty and all those things you have to pay. Okay, so these are those types of taxes, and these all different kinds of taxes were seen before GST. So what government has done is that all such taxes have brought them under only one topic, one title, that is GST, that is goods and service taxes. Okay, understand, it is goods and service, means your products and the services provided for that. So there are two things for this tax. So I hope this is clear to you. Let's proceed further. Now just to understand, or just for an extra information, you can know this, that to levy this tax, the process was going on from 3rd of August to 2016, and finally it was passed from 1st July 2017. So our country started following GST from 1st July 2017. Okay. Now you all know very well that to pass on any bill you have to go through Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then you have to get permission from Prime Minister, President and all those, and once they have given the approval, then you say that yes, this kind of a bill is been passed and now you can follow this rule or this law. So that's why you can see such a big difference is there. So final, when President gave the approval, we started with the GST. Okay, so that was just for your extra information. So now let us see the tax invoice which is there in your textbook. I am just going to explain that. I have just taken up that image. So let us see this tax invoice or a bill. Okay, you can check on with any bill. You go to buy any things, like for example you buy books, pencils, certain stationery things for yourself for this academic year. If you buy something, you get a bill from your supplier. Okay, so if you see this bill, it will look similar to this. Let us see what is there in this bill and what you have to take care of. See, in this tax invoice, this is sample goods purchase. There is a name of the supplier or address. The whole address has been given. Okay, so A to Z Sweet Mart is the name of the supplier, and address has been given, mobile number is given, then email ID is given. Okay, so these are mentioned on the tax invoice. Then on this right hand side, you can see there is GSTIN number. Okay, this is very important. After GST has been applied, this number has been seen on all the tax invoices. Okay, how is this number? What is this number? I'll explain it to you in the next slide. But do understand that this number, this bigger number, is very important. Okay, then tax invoice number is also very important. Date is important. When did you have that purchase? Okay. Now in this, you can see serial number, HSN code. Okay. Next question, what is HSN code? I'll tell you about this HSN code in the next coming slides. What is it exactly? Right now you just understand that there are certain things, certain products which are recognized by this number. Okay, these are the unique number given to certain products, that is HSN. Okay, in detail I'll explain it in the next slides. Here are the name of the products, that is payday, chocolate, ice cream, bread, butter and all those things which this person must have bought, and that's why he has got this billing. Okay, I still don't understand how come peda and bread go together, but it's okay, fine, the person has brought it. So let us understand, okay. Now, here rate has been given. This is rupees 400 for payday per kg, right? And quantity that person has bought is 500 grams, means half kg. So the price will be half, that is 200. Now, see, you can see here CGST and SGST. Now you must be having, then ma'am, you only told about GST. Now what is CGST and SGST? Understand, any product has to go through these two types of taxes under GST only. One is the central, which goes in the central government treasury, and this is state, which goes in the state government treasury, okay. So this is central government, central goods and service tax, and this is state goods and service tax. The rates for the products that you buy, the rates are same, whether you are dealing with CGST or SGST, they are almost same, okay. So now let us understand this about payday. The person has brought half kg, so the price taxable amount is 200 rupees. Now how the tax is to be paid? See, CGST rate is 2.5%, therefore 2.5% of 200 rupees is rupees 5, okay. And same way SGST rate is 2.5%, again the tax is 5. So this 5 plus this 5, this 5 rupees plus this 5 rupees comes to 10 rupees, which is added in the taxable amount, and therefore you have to pay total 210 rupees for your paid hours of half kg, right. Same way, let us see for this chocolate. It is 80 rupees, okay, 1 bar. For 1 bar it is 80 rupees, so taxable amount is 80 rupees. Then CGST is 14% and SGST is 14%, that comes out to be 11 rupees 20 paise on this thing. Same way SGST, and the total comes out now here 22.40, 22 rupees and 40 paise is been added in 80 rupees, that's why the taxable amount is 102 rupees 40 paise, okay. Now you must be having a question that here it is 2.5%, here it is 14%, how come so? Now below also you can see here it is 9%, now here it is 0%, 6%, how is it so? So in the next pages, the chart is being given that what kinds of item will be having what rate of GST, okay. So we will see that chart too, but for right now you just understand this bill. See now here ice cream, for ice cream 200 rupees per pack, one pack is given of 500 grams, so one pack is been taken and the price is per pack is 200, so taxable amount will be 200. 9% is the tax, so 18 plus 18, 36 rupees extra you have to give, that is 236 rupees is your total amount. And same way for the bread. Now bread is an essential item, okay, therefore there is no tax on it, so this is 0, 0, so you just have to pay 35 rupees, okay. Butter again 6%, that comes out. So what you see is here that the total CGST is 41 rupees 70 paisa, total SGST is 41 rupees 70 paisa, and this total, if you match this total rupees, if you match with the total of the GST that you have added, it should come same, okay. The amount that you have added in this with this total GST and CGST, SGST and CGST, this will be the same amount. So you have paid for these 5 items 723 rupees 40 paisa, okay. So I hope that you have understood, and this is how your bill looks like, okay. So whenever you go and buy certain things, do cross check for CGST and SGST. You will find that it is being calculated, it is being shown on your bill, okay. So now let us see the next part. GST has got these 3 units. One is CGST, I have already told it is central goods and service tax. SGST is state goods and service tax. Same way here it is UT. Now you must be having, what is the question of what is this UT? UT is nothing but Union Territory Goods and Service Tax. Like for example, Chandigarh, then Andaman and Nicobar. If you go and buy certain products from there, those are Union Territories. Okay, so you will have to pay Union Territory Goods and Service Tax. Okay, and IGST is nothing but International Goods and Service Taxes. Okay, this is not been explained in detail in your textbooks. You don't have this much about IGCST or UTGST. We are just going to concentrate on CGST and SGST. Okay. Now, what is the full form of GSTIN? It is nothing but Goods and Service Tax Identification Number. Okay, identification number. Understand, identification means you have to, means whatever you buy, in the last this thing I have showed you, na, this is identification number. Now, how to identify from where is this, from where this bill has come. Okay, so let us understand that. In my next slide I will show you. See, I have copied this number here, the whole number or that bill what it was written. It is 27 ABCD E1234 H1Z5. Now, what is this number? Okay, so I'll just tell you this 27. What you see initially is nothing but the state code. Now, 27 is the number given for Maharashtra state. So, this is state code. So, 27 belongs to Maharashtra. This is Maharashtra's bill. You can identify that. Now, the next this thing, numbers, alphabets and the numbers right from A till H. Okay, this is nothing but the PAN number of the firm, of the supplier from where you are going to get this bill. Okay, this is the PAN number. Okay, now the next question is, what is this 1? Okay, I am going to consider this 1 separately. 1, why? Because it is the 1 registration. Okay, it is 1, represents 1 registration. And what is the Z? Z is nothing but it is default for, no, it is same for all. Okay, and this last 5. Okay, this digit you can see this 5. What is this 5? So 5 is nothing but it is the last digit to check the code. Not compulsory that it has to be an alphabet, it can be a number, it can be an alphabet also. Like in the last few couple of weeks I had bought some stationery, not stationery actually, colors and brushes. I brought it from Saraswati Stationers, and in that I found along with the Z last it was R. Okay, it means alphabet can also be used. Okay, it is just for identification. So this is how the total number GSTIN is completed, through which you can identify who was the supplier, the PAN number is given, from which state that belonged to, and what products you must have brought. Okay, so HSN, I said in the last bill it was given, HSN code. What is it? HSN code. So all goods are classified by giving numerical code, numbers, okay, code called HSN code. So it is quoted in the tax invoice. It should be quoted in the tax invoice. If not, if you have never observed it, this time do observe. Like for example, if you go to malls, big bazaars or some supermarkets or some grocery markets, okay, if you go to that shops, bigger shops, you go for billing. Okay, now sometimes they try to scan your products. It is sometimes it happens that they are not able to scan. So what they do is they go and they type some numbers. Okay, you just observe it. There is one according to their system, there must be one column or there must be one box, pop-up box kind of a thing, where they type the number which is there on the product. Okay, and then they get the details of the product and they put it in your bill. So try to observe. That is one unique number, numerical code that has been given to the product. Okay, that is called as HSN, and the full form of HSN is Harmonized System of Nomenclature. Harmonized System of Nomenclature. Okay, just do remember this much. Now let us try to understand this smaller activity with the help of the same tax invoice which is given in your textbook. Okay, so we'll go one by one. See here, first one, CGST at the rate of 2.5% is rupees dash, and SGST at the rate of dash percent is 5. Now understand, CGST and SGST rates are same. So here also it will be 2.5, since in the first one CGST is 5, so SGST also will be 2.5. So what is the amount here is 5 rupees. So here also it will be 5 rupees. This is with actually with respect to the first one here, with the pedhas, no? Yes. Now this see the second one. It means that the rate of GST on pedha, the rate of GST, total GST, not CGST or SGST, it is GST on pedha is 2.5 plus 2.5, that is total is 5%, and hence the total GST is rupees 100. Okay, understood? Now see the third one. The rate of GST on chocolate is, now see, they have asked what? GST means total rate. So on chocolate, what it was? 14 CGST and 14 SGST. So the total will be 14 plus 14, that is 28. So what will be here? It will be 28. Okay, 28%, and hence the total GST is of rupees. Now total GST they have asked. GST means what? Rate will be what? It will be 11.20 plus 11.20, that is 22.40, right? This is 22.40. Okay, fine. Now let us see this one. The rate of GST on ice cream is, now GST, okay, again together they have us. On ice cream is what? 9 plus 9, that is 18. So this will be 18%. And hence the total cost of ice cream is, now what they have asked is total cost of ice cream. So what is total cost of ice cream? This one, that is 236. So what will be your answer in this block? It will be 236. Okay. Now see this last one. On butter, now they have asked CGST rate is, what is there on butter CGST rate? It is 6. And what is SGST rate? 6. So here also it will be 6. So GST rate on butter is, so the total GST rate on the butter is 12. 6 plus 6, 12. I hope you have understood with this activity. If you have understood this, you can understand what is CGST, SGST and what are the rates. Okay. So let us proceed further. Now here, try to understand. You have to fill in this blanks here. Again the same thing, this is sample, address has been given, invoice number is given, and see here, you can see GSTIN number is also provided. Okay, and date is also there. Okay, fine. Now let us see SAC. Now you must be having, what is this SAC? Now I'll tell you about this SAC a little after. First let us continue with this. Food items is coffee, quantity is 1, rate is 20, so taxable amount is 20. Now CGST at the rate of 2.5, you need to calculate that. SGST at the rate of 2.5. So how will you calculate? 2.5% of 2.5%. Percent is upon 100 into of how much? Total amount is 20 rupees. Right? So of 20. So what I'll do is I'll remove this and I'll add here 0. So this 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. So 25 4s are is 100 and it becomes 2 upon 4, that is half. Half is nothing but 0.5. So this will be 0.5 means 50 paise. Okay, this is 50 paise. So same way for SGST also it will be 50 paise, right? It will be 50 paise. So now the total amount, the total GST will be what? 50 paise plus 50 paise is 1 rupee. 1 rupee will be added in the taxable amount. So instead of 20, how much you have to pay? It is 21 rupees you have to pay for coffee. Okay. Same way with this masala tea. Okay, quantity is 1, rate is 10, taxable amount is 10. Now here SGST is 2.5%. So CGST will also be 2.5%. Okay. So this will also be 2.5%. So you need to calculate 2.5% of 10. So how will you calculate? Again the same way we'll go it. 2.5%, that is 100 upon 100 into 10. Into 10. So this zeros goes off 1. If you divide, it will become 0.25. So 0.25 means 25 paise, 25 paise. Okay, so here also it will be 25 paise. So 25 paise makes 50 paise. So what will be the amount that you need to pay against masala tie is nothing but 10 rupees 50 paise. Okay, now here, see now here masala dosa, quantity is 2 and the rate per quantity is 60. So the taxable amount will be how much? 2 into 60 because you have taken 2. So this will be 120 rupees. Okay, now you need to calculate what? CGST, SGST at the rate of 2.5%. Both are same. So now you need to calculate what? 2.5% of 2.5%, that is upon 100 of 120. I'll take off this decimal, I'll add here 0 which I'll cancel with this one. 25 4s are 100 and 4 3s are 12. So what is my answer here? It should be 3 rupees. Okay. Here also it should be 3 rupees. So now finally how much I have to pay? 3 plus 3 is 6 and this is 120. So I should pay 126 rupees against masala dosa. Okay. Now this you have to total it up. How much it will be? 120 plus 30, that is 150. This will be 150. Okay. This will be how much? 3 rupees 75 paise. Same way your SGST will be 3 rupees 75 paise. Right? Okay. And all this totaling up and all those things, I think now you have understood and you can do this. Okay. So this total also you need to write here. Grand total means how much total amount you need to pay. Just add up these three and you will get your answer. So I hope you have understood this bill, how the bill has been generated with the new type of tax. Now your question that how come these rates are decided. So this chart has already been given in your textbook. So zero rated are the goods and the services are those which are essential, like essential commodities like food grains, fruits, vegetables, then your bridges, public library, agriculture. These are essential things. So therefore the rate is 0%, means no GST has been applied on these things. Now which are low rated, 5%, that is commonly used, that is LPG, then tea, oil, coffee, all these things are they are used, but commonly used kind of a things, everyone use it, so it has got low rated, that is 5%. Now which are 12%, 12% are the consumer goods like butter, that's why butter had that percent, okay, butter, ghee, dry fruits and all those things, okay. 18% is then marble, courier services, all those things, okay, these are 18%. These are most of the goods and services are included in this 18%, okay, and 28% are all luxury items, okay, all luxury, your bikes, your mobiles, okay, then your 5-star hotels, accommodations, water parks, theme parks and all those things are all luxury items are covered under highly rated things, that is 28%, okay. So I hope that it is clear to you. If not, just read this, it is there provided in your textbook. You can go through which items are coming under what rate of GST, okay. So I'll stop here. I think you have understood this, what is financial planning, what is GST, okay. Do remember this, keep on revising it, because in my next module I am going to begin with the practice set, first whatever it is, okay. We will begin with that, and I hope that you are enjoying at home and happy learning online. Thank you.